Hello everyone, welcome to your November 2016 love readings. If you enjoy love readings, make sure to watch my general love readings posted every Wednesday. Also join me on Facebook. I pull 3 tarot cards every day along with a card from the Romance Angels and 1 card from the Archangel Raphael deck for a health message. If you would like a personal reading, I will leave a link down below. Now enjoy the readings. Hi Scorpio, welcome to your love reading for November 2016. This month we are working with 2 decks again, so let's go ahead and begin. This is going to be a deck for confirmation, so we'll get to this in a minute. But first, let's get 9 cards from this deck. And this is the love reading for Scorpio for November 2016. And the first card that you have is Justice. Five of Cups. The World. The Lovers jumped for you. Eight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Ace of Wands. Two of Swords. And the card at the bottom of the deck represents the main energy around your love life, and you have the King of Cups. So this can be you, Scorpio, because you are a water sign, but could also be a romantic partner or somebody new coming into your life for those who are single. Okay, so it seems like you're kind of wrapping up something here, or looking, just as I was pulling the cards, I was kind of getting a message that some of you have been in a relationship where something has not been fair. I mean, you started off with the Justice card, so I'm getting that message right away that some of you, you're kind of waking up that this is not what I signed up for, this is not what I wanted, something's not working out. We'll see how this all ties in together with this energy of the King of Cups. If this is not you or a person, the King of Cups, someone who's a water sign, someone who's like a water sign, someone who's very intuitive, affectionate, a good listener, a good friend, someone very loving with an open heart. This is just kind of telling you that you need to put yourself first. The King of Cups is also an energy of self-love and nurturing and affection. So we'll see how this ties in with the rest of the reading. So the first card that you have is Justice. And one thing that gets my attention is that you have 2 major arcanas right here. Whenever I see 2 major arcanas, they're really emphasizing what's in the middle of these 2 main energies. This is Spirit pretty much screaming at you, 2 major arcanas, but they're highlighting what's in the middle here, which is the 5 of Cups. So this would be an energy of sadness and loss and being disappointed that something is not working out or something that did not work out for you in the past. And this just means that you're having trouble letting go, you're having trouble healing from something. So this might be, November might be a time when you're focusing really on letting go of a relationship. It may not be for all of you that you're letting go of a relationship, but it could be that you're letting go of something painful. For those of you who are still partnered, I mean, you do have the 5 of Wands, which I'm going to get to in a minute. The 5 of Wands does represent a lot of conflict, bickering, misunderstandings, fighting back and forth. For some of you, this has not been fair to you, with the Justice card being here. And the 5 of Cups, maybe you're having trouble reconciling with your partner, letting things go. But this is a card of dwelling and sadness and crying over spilled milk, something that it happened and there's really nothing you can do about it, but you keep dwelling on it. And you have this energy of justice. So this is telling me that whatever is going on here with the 5 of Cups, this is not fair to you. Justice is about bringing everything back into balance. It's about setting things right. So I feel like if you have been wronged in some way, and I do get that from this card and this card, it's time for you to speak up about this. It's time for this to come to an end, especially because you have the World here. The World is an energy of things, you know, kind of naturally playing themselves out. It's a card of endings, but it's also a card of new beginnings. It's time to close that chapter in your life. And like I said, for all of you, it may not be that you're walking away, although I do see that all over this reading. But it could be that that chapter in your relationship needs to be over. Maybe the chapter where you are the underdog, where you're the one that's always being attacked. You're the one that, you know, your partner never compromises. They never want to see your point of view. You need to make that decision. I see it here, going down the center of the reading. Unhappiness. Someone's just dwelling on how things used to be. Pain, loss, disappointment. Somebody is unhappy, and Spirit is telling you that you have every right to walk away and look for happiness elsewhere. If you do that, you will find it, because I see the Ace of Wands here, which is a new beginning. But, you know, first, the message that I'm getting here is that someone is just really disappointed that something either didn't work out. This could be someone from the past that you're having trouble letting go of. Maybe this was not fair to you. Maybe you need closure. Some of you might be connecting with somebody from the past so that you can move on. Because, I mean, the message of moving on is here. And it's here. And even here in the Two of Swords, I feel like there's something to wrap up. And for those of you who are in a relationship right now, it's like something's out of balance. Something that's not fair to you is bringing you pain. And it's time for this chapter in your life or in your relationship to come to an end. Okay, so the next card is the Lovers, a Major Arcana. So this is a significant relationship. For those of you who are moving on, where you feel like there's really nothing left for you to say or do, and you just need closure, there is a significant relationship waiting for you. Now, if you look at the reading like this, what you see here is that something's unfair to you, something's out of balance, you're being wronged in some way. And then I see a lot of bickering and fighting, and like people don't understand you, you're not on the same page, with a major relationship right here. So for some of you, only you will know this because this is a general reading, you might be with the wrong person. And if it seems like the universe is conspiring against you, or no matter what you do, it just never works, you never understand each other, this is the ultimate card of not understanding each other. It's just like you don't get each other, you bicker back and forth. There's a relationship here where you truly do belong. This could be marriage, this could be your life partner, your twin flame. Be fair to yourself. For some of you, you may have to make that decision in the month of November. Now, like I said, this is a significant relationship. This is a soulmate, a twin flame, a life partner. But look what's right next to it. You have the Eight of Cups. So it could be that in order to have this relationship, you may have to make a decision to walk away from something that doesn't bring you happiness or joy. That's the energy of the Eight of Cups. This is pretty much a green light from the universe telling you that it's okay for you to leave something that no longer brings you happiness so that you can find that happiness. And ironically, you have the Six of Pentacles here telling you that it's your time to receive. But you can't receive if you're dwelling on a loss here from the Five of Cups. This could be a different relationship. This could be someone from the past. This could be someone that you dated years ago where you've not been able to let go. And this reading is pretty much saying like, hello, snap out of it, because a significant relationship, your marriage partner is here. Meanwhile, you're dwelling on someone from 10 years ago. It's time for that to come to an end. But, you know, there is this, you know, significant relationship here, a marriage, two people meant to be together, but somebody, there's an energy of having to walk away, making the decision to find your happiness elsewhere. And I feel like, you know, again, you're getting what you deserve. It's your time to receive. But that may come with making a decision. The Lover's card sometimes also represents choosing between two people. You do have the Two of Swords down here. And to me, the two sometimes represent choosing between two people in a love reading. So for some of you, you may have to stop dwelling on what never happened, what was, you know, what once was, but is no longer. That in the end was not fair to you. You need to bring balance back into your life in order to find this relationship. Stop dwelling on this energy of fighting and like someone that doesn't get you at all. Now, I mean, I already talked about this card, but this is just, you know, it's not a negative card, but it's just that two people or more than two people, you see them in this card going at each other because you're just different. You're different. You want different things. You are different people. And it's just a lot of fighting and egos clashing and people, and it's not a negative card, but it's just people want different things. So you may have to kind of be accepting that, especially with a card like the Two of Swords down here. The Two of Swords is a really difficult card of making a decision that is almost impossible to make, where you'd rather not make that decision. You'd rather avoid it at all costs. But it is something that you have to do, because when you don't make a decision with the Two of Swords, you are literally stuck. It's like there's no moving forward. It's almost like the Hangman. Something usually has to be let go with the Two of Swords, a difficult decision. And I mean, if you look at the reading like this, I mean, they're side by side. There's fighting, there's misunderstanding. They just don't get you. You don't get them. A difficult decision with a new beginning right in the middle. And this new beginning, whenever I see this particular card, it looks like, to me, like especially like right here, like she's chained to something. You may feel like you're chained to someone. It could be because you're married. And I mean, I hate to say it, but you may be married, but there's always divorce. You're not chained to anybody. You can always set yourself free. And to me, it looks here like something has, like this wand has broken apart like this. I don't know what this is, like this log or something. It has done the impossible and split it. But this woman looked like she's tied up here. So this is a new life. This is an entirely new beginning for you. The Ace of Wands always, to me, it feels like a major arcana, because it's not just like a new love interest or a new way of thinking. This is an entirely new life for you, where you are no longer the same. You've reinvented yourself. But in order to do that, a difficult decision has to be made. And like this arguing and this egos clashing, fighting, misunderstandings, like this needs to go away. And only you can make that decision. Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the reading like this, again, fighting, misunderstandings, don't understand each other, the desire to leave. It's just like, I wish I could just disappear, or I wish I could just make him disappear. Not in a negative way, that's not what I'm saying, but it's just like, I wish I could just leave and never come back. That's, to me, that's the energy of the Eight of Cups. I wish I could just start over. And then this is all lined up with an ending, a big ending. Just something played itself out. So maybe if you're feeling unhappy in a relationship, it's a spirit's way of telling you that you fulfilled that soul contract. That's why you feel like running away. Your happiness does lie elsewhere, because you have the Lovers, significant relationship with a message of it's your time to receive. So if you're feeling like, I wish I could walk away, I wish I could run away, I wish he would never come back or she would never come back, it's because you're sensing, your intuition is telling you that a significant relationship is waiting for you, something that you really deserve, someone who truly understands you. This is gonna give you a new beginning, but you're also gonna have to step up to the plate and make a decision that is gonna be really difficult. There's a lot of conflict associated with this card. I mean, the Suit of Air, these are your thoughts, so your thoughts will kind of tear you apart if you let them. So I feel like you really need to be coming from a place of intuition. I mean, this spread, it is kind of promising you, that there's love around you, but it just seems like something is blocking it. And I don't know if it's a current partner, hard to say in a general reading. I don't know if it's a current partner, or it could be someone from years ago that you've not been able to let go of. Because I do get that a lot, someone I loved 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I never let them go. This could be the month where you have to let them go in order for you to finally receive this relationship. Okay, so I'm going to pull more confirmation cards. This was the main energy, so I'm going to put it there. What additional messages are there for the sign of Scorpio? King of Swords. Oh, okay, see, just let them go there. Okay, so we have two jumping cards, and one of them is the Page of Swords, and the other one is a Six of Cups. Okay, so the King of Swords, this can be someone who is an air sign. This could be your partner. This could be the person that I see here that's meant to be in your life. Someone who's an air sign, sun, moon, or rising. But the King of Swords, to me, it also represents truth. It represents clarity. It represents not letting your emotions get the best of you, because you are a water sign, so you can you can get completely overwhelmed depending on how much water you have in your chart, in your birth chart. I'm not an astrologer, but I know that sometimes you can be a water sign, sun sign, but then all your other planets could be fire or earth. Anyway, I'm not an astrologer, but I kind of feel like here they're asking you, if this is not an air sign, they're telling you to be objective about your situation. If you see yourself miserable, take that as a sign from the universe that there's something better waiting for you. And this could be that you need clarity, that you need to see the truth, that you need to put your thinking cap on and see things as they really are. Now, here, there's another message of truth. To me, the Page of Swords, this represents being completely honest. And this could be that you're being completely honest with someone else. Because, I mean, we do have that message in this reading, especially with the Five of Wands and the Eight of Cups. It could be that it's time to tell someone, I'm tired of not getting along all the time. I feel like I deserve better and I need to look elsewhere. And I feel like it's time to kind of end things. The Page of Swords is just honesty. But it can also be with yourself. That, you know, that you understand, that you finally have clarity, that maybe that there's something from the past, and here it is, Six of Cups, that you've not let go of. And it could be that it's someone from the past that you haven't let go of, but it could also be that there's emotions from the past, like baggage in your relationship that you thought you'd gotten over, but you have not. And it could be that, like I said, not everyone is breaking up, but it could be that emotions from the past are kind of sabotaging your relationship, not allowing you to be happy, and it's time to move on to the next cycle in your life, or it's time to move on to the next cycle in your relationship. Okay, so let me get some more confirmation cards from this deck. What other confirmation is there for the sign of Scorpio? Another king. How many kings do you have in this reading? We'll look in a minute. I feel like you have a lot of kings in here. Another Ace of Wands, so this message is repeated, so it's really important. And then the final card is the Ten of Swords. And the card at the bottom of this deck, wow, another ace. The Ace of Swords. Lots of new beginnings in this reading. So it's like they're telling you, if you let go of something or someone, whether it's someone from the past or someone in your life, don't feel like that you're done and, you know, you just lost your chance at love or a relationship, because there's so many new beginnings here. New beginning, new beginning, new beginning. But like I said, you do have quite a few kings in here. King of Cups, 1, 2. Where's the other one? Because I know there's another one. 3. So for some of you, what I'm getting from this is that, you know, you may kind of feel like the world is ending because you have to let go of something that's not even bringing you any happiness. And it could be that this Lover's card, this can mean more than one person, because everybody has more than one soulmate. You don't have more than one twin flame. There's only one. But sometimes they're not in an incarnation with you. But you do have many soulmates. And I feel like for some of you, you have different options. This could be someone who's a water sign, although this could be you. Someone who's a fire sign, someone who's an air sign. 3 kings. I feel like there could be more than one person in the picture. And it could be that you have a choice of partner that you don't realize. Or it could be that, like I said with the Lover's card, that you need to narrow it down and see who you want to be with, because there may be kind of like a love triangle going on in November where you're attracted or you're drawn to more than one person, and it's time to decide to see who really does make you happy. So if this is not a person, a fire sign, the King of Wands represents taking the lead. This means that you can't just sit back and watch life happen, or your love life kind of just go wherever. You need to take the lead. Making decisions, being more upfront. This is the energy of being motivated, self-confident, taking control of your emotions, your love life, and getting yourself where you need to be. This just means that you are taking control. You're finally taking action. You're being brave, especially with the Lion here. It reminds me of the Strength card. You have to be brave. You have to have courage. You can't, especially seeing it next to the Justice card, you can't allow someone to throw you around, to push you around. That's what I was trying to say. You can't allow someone else to have that type of power over you. You need to take your power back with the King of Wands. And you need to take responsibility for something where you're not feeling happy. Take action on this. Again, the Ace of Wands has showed up for you again. When I see two cards like this from different decks, this, to me, this is your message basically for the month of November. This is the most important message because it's here 2 times. And like I said, this represents a new life, a new beginning. So if you feel like your love life sucks, I'm not saying that's for everybody, but I mean, I do see some difficult things here. You're being told, you're being screamed at 2 times by Spirit that you can have a new beginning. And it could be that you can have a new beginning with your partner, or you can have there are more than one soulmate. Like I said, 3 kings. This could be 3 different people that could be your life partner. It's your time to be with them, but not if you're not walking away from something where you don't need to be. So the Ace of Wands is like the most important message for you. A new life. Not only a new love interest, but a new you. An entirely new existence for you. But, it's being repeated over here again. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is an ending. It's an ending, and it means that you have to let go of something. And sometimes when this card comes up, you've been hurt in a really painful way. You've been betrayed. You've been let down, and it's hard, and you're still kind of lying there trying to process this betrayal, this pain. And I see that energy again here in the 5 of Cups. Very similar energies. Dwelling on a disappointment. Crying over spilled milk. Just, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? I tried everything. And this is a card of not wanting to move on from something painful. So it's like Spirit is screaming at you, new beginnings everywhere. I mean, even in the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning. It's a new beginning in the way that you're thinking. So you need to start thinking more about yourself than other people. And I kind of see here that you may not be thinking about yourself. You may not be your best friend right now. This could also be clarity, which I said, with these 2 cards. This is clarity and truth. It's time to be honest with yourself. It's time to cut through the nonsense. It's time to cut through the illusion of what's really going on. Take your power back. Because I feel like there's a significant relationship. It's your time to receive. Could be more than one soulmate around you. But not if you're chained down to someone that doesn't get you or doesn't appreciate you. Okay, Scorpio, this has been your love reading for the month of November 2016. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.